What if the greatest secret in Turkish celebrity circles wasn't a scandal about love affairs or money, but a mysterious baby whose true parents were finally revealed? Imagine the camera flashbulbs, the whispers in late-night cafes, the paparazzi swarming airports, and the shocked faces of fans as they learn that the child whose origins were debated for months belongs not to strangers, but to Barış and Yağmur. This revelation alone is enough to shake the carefully constructed facade of the celebrity world, and tonight, I will take you deep inside the whispers, the rumors, and the endless chain of betrayal, jealousy, and family interference that has brought us here. For months, the tabloids and gossip blogs had been on fire. A baby was at the center of everything, photographed leaving a private clinic, spotted in the arms of nannies, even rumored to have been hidden during vacations in Bodrum and abroad. Journalists speculated endlessly. Whose child was it? Names were thrown around like confetti, actors, actresses, wealthy heirs, but none stuck. The silence from Barış Baktas and Yağmur Yüksel during this time seemed almost rehearsed. They neither denied nor confirmed, and this vacuum gave birth to 1,000 theories. Was the baby a secret love child? Was it an adoption being kept under wraps? Or was the truth so explosive that it had to be buried under silence? Then came the first crack in the wall of secrecy. A blurry photograph taken outside a villa showed Barış cradling the baby in the early morning hours, wearing a hooded sweatshirt and clearly attempting to evade recognition. His protective stance, his nervous glances toward the street, it all screamed of a man trying to guard more than just a child. Days later, Yağmur was spotted leaving the same villa, visibly emotional, her hand resting briefly on the stroller's handle before ducking into her car. Suddenly, the dots began to connect. The whispers got louder, the speculation turned into conviction, and soon the overwhelming narrative in gossip magazines was simple. The baby belonged to Barış and Yağmur. But if this was the truth, why the secrecy? That is where the tangled web of jealousy, betrayal, and family pressure emerges. Sources close to the couple insist that both Barış's and Yağmur's families were fiercely opposed to their union from the beginning. Barış, known for his passionate but turbulent relationships, was seen as too unpredictable by Yağmur's circle. Meanwhile, whispers claim that Barış's relatives viewed Yağmur as an outsider, someone who didn't belong in their world of tradition and expectation. The idea of them having a child together was the ultimate rebellion against both families, and instead of celebrating, those closest to them allegedly pressured the pair to keep everything hidden. But jealousy also plays its role. Rumors abound that another actress, who had long been linked to Barış, was devastated upon hearing of the child. She allegedly confided to friends that Yağmur had stolen him from her, and she hinted that the baby's existence was the last betrayal she could tolerate. This woman's grief and anger supposedly fueled even more rumors in the press, painting Barış as a man torn between two women, and Yağmur as a cunning rival who had played her cards perfectly. The tabloids feasted on this angle, feeding fans stories of late-night confrontations, teary phone calls, and accusations that could never be proven but were juicy enough to sell magazines. The betrayal cuts deeper when considering friends close to the couple. Some claim that Barış himself at first resisted publicly acknowledging the baby, not because he doubted his love for Yağmur or the child, but because he feared the damage to his career. A public scandal of this scale could shake sponsorship deals, acting contracts, and his carefully built image. Yağmur, however, was said to be torn between wanting to scream the truth to the world and protecting the fragile happiness they had managed to carve out. At times, their silence created rifts between them, arguments that were overheard by those in their circle and, naturally, leaked to the press in hushed whispers. Fans, however, are never silent. On social media, entire communities of followers dissected every gesture, every outfit, every caption posted by either Barış or Yağmur. When Yağmur posted a cryptic line about truth always finding its way to the surface, thousands of comments flooded in, some cheering her on, others accusing her of manipulation, and many pleading for clarity. Meanwhile, Barış's followers noted his shift toward more reflective, somber posts, as though a man carrying a weight too heavy to share. Hashtags linking their names with the baby mystery trended for weeks, and when the photo of Barış with the stroller surfaced, the online world exploded in what can only be described as collective frenzy. The media frenzy has also created an emotional battleground for fans. Some see the baby as a beautiful symbol of love that triumphed against all odds, arguing that it proves Barış and Yağmur's bond is stronger than gossip or family disapproval. Others, however, paint it as a scandal, proof of betrayal against previous partners, a secret kept selfishly while fans and supporters were misled. It is rare to see such divided reactions, half the world cheering with admiration, the other half demanding answers with sharp accusations. And let's not forget the paparazzi themselves. Their narration of the story is always painted with drama, sometimes even exaggeration. They describe Yağmur's tears as she was seen leaving a family meeting, or Barış's angry gestures at a photographer outside a restaurant, as if every emotion were confirmation of the rumors. The narrative they weave is irresistible. Two stars, trapped by family disapproval, clinging to one another and to a child that symbolizes both their greatest joy and their deepest secret. Now, as the dust begins to settle, one question remains unanswered. How long can they keep hiding? Some insiders claim that a public confirmation is on the horizon, that both Barış and Yağmur are preparing a carefully staged appearance where they will embrace their child in front of cameras and silence the endless speculation. Others insist the secrecy will continue, fueled by pressure from families who still cannot accept the union. What is certain is this: the baby whose parents were once unknown is no longer a nameless mystery. The world believes the child belongs to Barış and Yağmur, and this revelation has set off a chain reaction that will not easily be stopped. Fans demand clarity, rivals stir jealousy, families resist, and the media thrives on every drop of drama. Whether they admit it or not, the truth has already been written in the hearts of millions who follow their every move. And as always, dear viewers, I want to hear from you. Do you think Barış and Yağmur should finally go public with their child, embracing love against all odds? Or do you believe the secrecy is justified in a world that devours every piece of their private lives? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button if you want to see more behind-the-scenes truths uncovered. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next shocking revelation. Because in this world of glitter and shadows, secrets never stay hidden for long.